The Spurs going to Madison Square Garden in the first finals game in what, like 30 years since 1999? So like 25 years, something like that. And they win, bro. This series is great. Even though it was 2-0, every single game has been amazing. Like, even the finals last year, and I'm a Pacers fan, I'm enjoying watching this finals more than the Pacers finals, where the Pacers were upsetting the Thunder in game 1 and game 3 and stuff like that. But the Knicks, I'm gonna start off talking about the Knicks. They didn't play horrible, but to beat this, because I think the Spurs are the more talented team overall. You can't turn the ball over. Like, the Spurs aren't even like stealing it. They're just throwing the ball out of bounds 15 times in a single game. They're not going to beat the Spurs like that. The Spurs defense is just too good. And Jalen Brunson is an amazing player. He's their best player overall. But when he's going up against Dylan Harper and Stephon Castle, who are both playing really good defense on him, Dylan Harper's clamping him up a lot of the time. He doesn't need to pass the ball. I think it's Mike Brown. The offense needs to be more ran through Cat and more ran through OG Anunoby. I don't know exactly what OG Anunoby's stats were today, but he was by far the most efficient player on the court, and he was probably their leading scorer. It was either him or Brunson, but he was definitely their best scorer. And then after him, it was Cat. So many times I've seen Cat with the ball, and he has De'Aaron Fox on him. Now, that was only a few times, but he has Devin Vassell, Julian Champagny. Some of these times, Wemby's not even on the court. When Wemby's on the court, I get it, because if he goes to the paint, Wemby's helping. But regardless, if he's up against a 6'6" Devin Vassell, or maybe 6'7", I think he's max 6'6", though, he should have the ball. That's Karl Anthony Towns. I just don't get it. I don't get why whenever Wemby's out of the game, that's when Cat should be in the game. I don't get why Cat is getting switched out when Wemby's not in there. I get he's been really good at guarding Wemby, and that's one of the main priorities of the series. But if you let Cat just go to work with Wemby not there, they have nobody that can do anything to guard Cat. Stephon Castle's a great defender. He's not guarding Cat. But let's talk about the winner. The Spurs. The Spurs played a lot better. They honestly, the main difference really was just Wemby playing a full 48 minutes of good basketball. If they're going to the paint with Wemby, it's gonna be hard to stop. I mean, the Knicks did play bad defense this game on Wemby. The first quarter, they just let him have whatever he wanted. But they're going to have to be better than that. And the Spurs, I mean, the shot making today was really good. Stephon Castle making that 1-3 to put him up like 7 with 2 minutes to go was insane. I mean, they didn't make a lot of threes in the fourth quarter, but earlier in the game, their shot making was definitely better than the Knicks. Their defense, last game, I think they fouled a lot, and they didn't get called for it, so they might as well. This game, they still fouled a lot, and it was getting called, but they did not foul as much, and they played arguably better defense. Stephon Castle was really... Without Stephon Castle, they're down 3-0. He obviously had some bad plays, like the foul on Brunson, which was crazy, and we're going to talk about that soon. But Stephon Castle was playing, like, in the first half, was playing how you want De'Aaron Fox to play. He'd see a lane at the rim, and because Stephon Castle's a big dude, he's a fast dude, he's running straight at the basket. And that's what he should do. And the Spurs role players just played better than the Knicks did. And I want to keep talking about the Spurs, but then I forgot to say this about the Knicks. The Knicks role players are just taking way too many shots. And not saying like if they're open they shouldn't shoot, but the amount of shots they're taking in proportion to OG and Cat, like Jose Alvarado, Landry Shamet, both really good players. Both just hunting shots too much though, and Jose Alvarado was good today. But I'd rather see Cat get the ball when Wemby's off the court and it's mainly bench lineup for both teams, but Cat's on the floor, run it through Cat, not Jose Alvarado. I get he's not a guard, but you can run the offense through Cat. And I just think overall, this game was the best officiated one. Well, game 1 was good too, but game 2 was officiated pretty badly. But I think Wemby's biggest problem, and he's probably tried to work on it, I think he knows, is he is just too emotional. Like, when Kevin Garnett said that about him doing all this after the Western Conference Finals, I thought he's kind of just talking. But I get it now. And, like, the one play on Jalen Brunson where Jalen Brunson, dude, if you're 7'4", I'm 5'10", if there's a 4'8" dude boxing me out, I'm not pushing my arm down on his face like that. That was a dirty play. The Stephon Castle play was pretty dirty. I'm not a fan of either of the teams, but I definitely think the Spurs have been a little too physical this series, and I'd like to see the Knicks honestly do the same thing now. Not do this, not any of the dirty stuff, but, and obviously both teams have been physical. It's the NBA Finals, but the Knicks could get away with more than what they do. But overall, it's a great series. I still think I got Knicks in 5 or 6, but we'll see, man. But one of the best finals I've ever seen.